Hi guys, so I'm going to read Flash Comics number 86. So this is the first appearance of Black Canary. In this issue, she's originally portrayed as a supervillain, but later this would change when I think she joined the Justice Society later on. But the first story is Stone Age Menace. It's the Flash story. So the Flash, fastest man alive. Imagine a prehistoric beast 50 million... I think that's 50 million years old, suddenly charging down a 20th century countryside. That was Jay Garrick's story. It was so fantastic that he even doubted it himself, but it was his only alibi when he was accused of an astounding crime. How could Jay Garrick, in a secret identity of the Flash, solve this strange affair while he was locked in a jail cell? Finding a needle in a haystack would have been a relatively simple matter for the Flash, but his problem was a Stone Age menace. On the outskirts of Keystone City. Shouldn't we be approaching from the spot where the meteorite fell, Jay? We're in the area now, Joan. Keep a sharp lookout. Never can tell what you will find. Say that again. Look. I can't believe my eyes. This is a dinosaur's footprint, belonging to an animal that lived 50 million years ago. Jay, over here. Look what else I found. Is it of any scientific value? Any value? These meteoric specimens are priceless. Collectors would give a fortune for them. There. The meteorite specimens will be safe in this bag. Good. We'll return to the museum as soon as I make a cast of this dinosaur's footprint. Imagine what a sensation it would make if we returned with a real live dinosaur, inhabitant of the Earth of 50 million years ago. Silly thought, eh, Joan? Rumble. Eee! A dinosaur! Help! Help! As the imprisoned two struggle violently. It's loosening its grip on us. Fight harder, Joan! Harder! Brace yourself, Joan. Ugh, what a fall. Are you all right, Joan? I guess so. Jay, look! Were we dreaming? That's not the beast that chased us. That's the reconstructed skeleton. Why were we in the prehistoric hall of the museum? Wheat! What's going on in here? Don't play innocent. We caught you red-handed, stealing those priceless meteorite specimens. You can't alibi that smashed showcase away. After Jay tells his story to the curator of the museum, that's the truth, Professor Lane. The truth, my dear Garrick, is you've been working too hard. Strain and fatigue, often produce hallucinations. Garrick is the museum's expert consultant. I can't believe this of him. The evidence speaks for itself. He's guilty, all right. We're letting Miss Williams go. Obviously, she's been used by Garrick as a dupe for this whole business. That night, Jay makes a lightning change into the Flash. Gotta get out of jail, so to clear myself. There. This dummy I rigged up ought to fool the guard. Vibrating the cell bars with incredible speed, the Flash slips through the widened gap in the bars. Now to get back to my laboratory and pick up a few essential items. Seconds later, the research laboratory of Jay Garrick. Got everything I need back to the jail cell. Now to see if my plan will work. Shortly. Uh-oh, here comes the guard. I better disappear. You all right, Garrick? Yes, sure, officer, just wet resting. Wait, that's only a dummy, but it talked. Well, we know by the swirl that the Flash is nearby. It could be ventriloquism, but is it? Oh, sorry about that. My plan ran off like a charm. Joan must still be in Professor Lane's office worried about me. I mean Jay Garrick. I think I'll drop by and let her know the Flash is still on the case. I'll see they've replaced the meteorite specimens I supposedly stole. Something very interesting about them. Guard! Thanks for letting me borrow these, guard. I just wanted Professor Lane to see them. Sure, Flash, I can trust them with you. En route to the professor's office. Out of my way. Hold it, Flash. Don't you know a detour when you see one? Now you're headed in the right direction. Oof. I'll grab that bag from him before he hurts himself with it. Lose your balance. Oof, clump. Relax, chum. You're not going no place. Neither are you. Flash, Jay must have escaped from jail. The Flash is in trouble. Maybe I can help. So you want to join the fight, Professor? Okay, here you go. Oops, sorry, Flash. They've got Joan. Flash, help! If I go after the gangster escaping with the meteorite specimens, Joan might get hurt. If I rescue Joan, I may lose valuable evidence that could clear up this mystery. Flash, I knew a jail couldn't hold you. Whack. Shh, you give my identity away. Look, Professor Lane slammed the window down on the gangster and got the bag away from him. Nice job, Professor. But all you've got are imitations. That's what I was on my way to tell you. You must be mistaken, Flash. These are genuine meteorite specimens. I'll prove to you that they are genuine. We'll ask Jay Garrick to judge. He's an expert. We'll visit him in jail right now. Will you take his word? Well, certainly. What a spot. How am I going to appear as Jay Garrick and the Flash at the same time? Hey, Garrick, you've got visitors. Got to move fast. Faster than I ever moved before. The guard doesn't realize Garrick is gone. The cell is empty. With a blinding burst of speed, the Flash whirls into invisibility. Split-second lift in which to exchange places with the dummy. The fastest man alive stirs up a breeze. Whoa, what a breeze! Dust in my eyes. A moment later, Garrick, I'd like your expert opinion on the authenticity of these meteorite specimens to satisfy the Flash. Jay, but how? Let me get a closer look at the specimens, Professor Lane. They're genuine, no doubt of it. Yet a little while ago, I was positive they were phonies. They're priceless, Professor Lane. Authentic specimens. Hear that, Flash? You were wrong. Flash? That's funny. He was here just a minute ago. Good gosh, I got so mucked up thinking about how I could have made a mistake about the specimens that I forgot to change back into the Flash. Too late now. Guess Flash knew he was wrong when Garrick gave his expert opinion and left. Ha ha, very likely. After all, the Flash is a crime fighter, not a scientist. Well, goodbye for now, Garrick. I hope we'll clear this up pretty soon. Whoa. Fast thinking on Joan's part, but I'm back in jail and no nearer to a solution. Once again, Jay Garrick changes into the Flash. Got to get things in order again before that guard shows up. Good night, guard. Don't forget to lock me up for the night. I don't need any reminder, Garrick. If you find you can't sleep, Garrick, just sing out. I play a mean game of checkers. Okay, guard, maybe later. Outside the jail. Take these meteorite specimens back to the museum immediately, Smith. I won't rest easy till they're safe. Yes, sir. It's sweet of you to give me a lift to my office, Professor Lane. A pleasure, Miss Williams. Who do I follow? Professor Lane or that truck? Joan seems safe with the Professor Lane. I'll keep an eye on the truck until it gets to the museum. After twisting and turning through traffic, this isn't the way to the museum. Why, the truck's stopping. The guards are taking the bag with them into the building. This is the first good lead I've had on this case. Here's the meteorite stuff, Mr. Sleek. At last. The meteorite specimens will make my secret collection the envy of collectors the world over. Pay the guards, Alexander. Yes, sir. That collection would be priceless if those objects were genuine. They must be counterfeit. I'm sure I saw their real counterparts at the museum. But the meteorite specimens are another story. The Flash! I pick up and deliver. Here's where you make an unexpected stop on your schedule, clump. Well, there's no stopping the Flash. I'll stop him for good. Suddenly, drop that gun. Anyone making a move against the Flash will be shot. Professor Lane suspected those museum guards of theft. That's why he pretended he was driving me to my office. Actually, he planned all along to trail them. He's sure this will clear Garrick. Out with it. Who's the top man behind all this? Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick. That's a lie. I remember you. You're the crooks that tried to get the bag away from me at the museum. Professor Lane brought you. That means... Thud. Later at the museum. You're looting the museum. Those priceless objects I saw in Sleek's apartment were genuine. You've substituted false ones in their place. With expert Garrick in jail, thanks to me, they won't discover the switch till too late. Goodbye, Flash. Just think what a bargain some collector is going to get. He'll only pay for mummies, and get you two for nothing. Only he won't know it. And now nor will you after a few hours in there. Ha! A group of clever racketeers who deal in stolen collector's items go for a famous auction below the museum. Before I bid for those mummy cases, I want to see what they contain. Certainly. I'll unwrap the bandages around the Flash's upper arm. He still won't be able to budge or yell. Empty. Why, you're not only selling stolen goods, you're trying to cheat us. There's no mummy in there. Impossible. It must be some mistake. There's no mistake, Lane. Flash's voice. Where did it come from? The Flash, how'd he get out? Ugh. That was my chance. Suddenly a strange voice rings out. Don't make a move! Okay, I know where I'm licked. Garrick, just sit there like a dummy and refuse to play checkers with me? If that's the way you feel about it. Uh-oh, I forgot all about my two-way radio. The guard must be talking to that dummy. I better answer him. Thanks for asking me, but I'm tired. Okay, Garrick, maybe tomorrow. A two-way radio, so that's the ventriloquism. So that's how he's talking with the dummy. Freeing Joan. Professor Lane's escaping. He won't get far. That door leads to the museum's sub-cellar. He's trapped. There's no out from here. He must be hiding in the shadows at the other end. Suddenly, thundering out of the shadows. Roar. Is this all a dream? There's the dinosaur again. The Scarlet Speedster hurls himself in the most amazing fight. Think I know how to upset this big baby. Flash's incredible speed raises a mighty wind that acts like a giant lasso, unseating the huge beast. Professor Lane! Help, I'm falling! Later. So it was Professor Lane who manipulated this electronically controlled robot dinosaur. That's what chased us at the meteor site. While we were unconscious, we brought back to the museum. And now I better hustle back to my cell and be there in time to get released. And here's the Black Canary story. So Johnny Thunder. Meet the most fascinating crook of all time, the Black Canary. Though an enraged underworld would have given a fortune for her identity, nobody knew who she was, nobody but Johnny Thunder. What did possessing this knowledge bring him? Ask the sinister gunman who tried to cage the Black Canary. See, originally she was more like a Catwoman type character. She was like a thief. Come here, good looking. Who, me? Handsome, will you help me, please? Johnny Thunder never turns down a maiden in distress. Look, I was invited to a masquerade party, but I had to sneak out of my house. Or the house. My guardian doesn't like me to have any fun. Shame on him. I hate him already. I forgot my mask. If I go back, he's liable to catch me. Keep me from going out again. Will you get my mask out of the safe for me? Will I? Just give me the combination. 3 to the right, 4 to the left, 2 to the right. Right, beautiful. Right. Inside. Here it is. And I didn't make a sound. You got it. Throw it to me, my gallant hero. Catch. This is real romantic. Helping a lady in distress. Yoop, she's gone. And so is the ladder. In moments like this, Johnny is calm, steel-nerved. Say you! Assistance aid, help! Say you, the Bandesian hex words that summon Johnny Thunder's magic thunderbolt. You're always in some dopey trouble, Drennet. And must you pick a time when I'm reading Flash comics? Who's in trouble? I just want some advice. My advice to you is that you have to have your head examined. That girl disappears. My ladder disappears. My thunderbolt disappears. What else can disappear? Come on in, punk. Me, help! Swipe that mask for the Black Canary, will ya? The who? Don't play dumb. You know the Black Canary only swipes from cooks like us. Now, how the Canary always knows when a job is about to be pulled sure beats me, but yet it always happens. Gah! Oh my, I'm always so careless. Tisk tisk. A killer! Killer? Me? Oh no, I didn't mean it. Didn't mean it? He says, get him! Yay! I'm awfully sorry, fella. It was an accident. Meanwhile, on the roof. That Johnny's slap happy, but I'm worried about him. I really shouldn't have left him. Guess I better check up. He's not there, not on the ground. Maybe he was inside, beaten up? Maybe even dead? It's all my fault. He really was a swell guy. Sacred bolts of lightning, what happened? And how did you do it? I guess I don't know my own strength. I think I had to take a look in the safe. Maybe I'll pick up a clue about the Black Canary. Oh. Look, it says here those gangsters were planning to rob Sog Slade's Kublin sapphire. The Kublin diamond was stolen from Mrs. Van Ept a month ago. Socks must have done the job. After informing the police about their prisoners, and the Black Canary wanted to rob the guys who wanted to rob Socks, who robbed Mrs. Van Epp. Then these gangsters wanted to re-rob Socks of the jewel he stole. That moment, the palatial home of Socks Slade. But Socks, at this party, all these people, it's too dangerous. Too many guys would like to gun you. Relax, it's for my girl. She wants to meet society. I picked the guests myself and I sent each one a special mask like this. Nobody gets in without one. Nobody. Meanwhile, in the library, Sock Slade has had the Kublin sapphire long enough. And I intend on keeping it. Tiger Rocco. Suddenly, I'll show you how to wipe out a nest of gangsters, Bolt. Oh, he's got a gun. And I know how to use it. Yipes my hand. Nobody uses friends of mine for targets, Socks. I'm not bad either. You. Later. That's that. Socks and his boys are in jail, and the Kublin diamond returned to its owner. But the Black Canary got away in the excitement. I recognized her voice. Like music. Will I ever see her again? No, you don't. I'm tired of heroes in comic books, falling in with love and with beautiful villainesses. You're not much of a hero, my lad, but don't fall in love, not in this story. And that's in that story, and then Hawkman. This is the last story. So who is behind the insidious schemes of the man who calls himself the Purple Pilgrim? Yeah, that's kind of a weird villain. Somewhere in a deep valley is hidden the answer, and every day the Hawkman fails to find it, costs another human his life. Even his wildest dreams, Hawkman never imagined the astonishing sight that would confront him in the Valley of the Purple Pilgrim. It says, Pictorial History of the Century. And it says, I guess someone was convicted of being a witch or warlock. I can't really read that. Oh, Purple Pilgrim, my curse be upon you. Okay. So, that's it. This page in history is the clue. We'll avenge the curse of the Purple Pilgrim made 300 years ago. Rip. The palatial residence of Jonathan Sanders. Jonathan is one of the finest collections of painting depicting the early American scene. He's unveiling his latest masterpiece today. I understand Jonathan Sanders' latest painting is a life-size portrait of the Purple Pilgrim. I wonder who he was. I seem to recall something about him in early American history. I just can't wait another moment to see what's behind this curtain. Uh-oh. Must not touch. Jonathan's saving that to be unveiled personally. In Sanders' study. The guests are waiting, sir. It's time to unveil the Purple Pilgrim. What? Oh, Clarendon, I don't know that I should unveil it. We'll have a look at this. A curse on all Sanders. Death to Jonathan Sanders, the Purple Pilgrim. So I guess he's the descendant of the judge that sentenced the Purple Pilgrim. So what do you make of it, Clarendon? Some kind of practical joke, sir. I don't think there's anything to worry about. And so, ladies and gentlemen, my latest and greatest masterpiece, the Purple Pilgrim. Exquisite! What depth! How lifelike! Lifelike is right, and anyone who tries to interfere will be deathlike. Seize the paintings, men. I will hold these fools off. I was expecting something like this. Drop that gun. Oof. The Purple Pilgrim will drop you instead, Jonathan Sanders. Death to all Sanders!
He's dead! You've killed him! When you bribed me into being a party in your scheme, you promised there'd be no violence. Oh, I wish there were. Dead. I wish I were dead.
As you wish.
Blam!
Purple Pilgrim strikes again. Professor M. Sanders dies in plane crash. Jonathan Sanders killed. Yacht, Eli Sanders III sunk at sea after being looted by Purple Pilgrim. Senator Sanders murdered. Another Sanders receives a warning note. Carter, I just got the most awful message in this morning's mail, and it's from the Purple Pilgrim. I don't know. It's from the Purple Pilgrim. I don't know. Eek, help! Ah! Shira, what happened? Answer me. Galvanized into action by Shira's cry, Carter Hall switches to the dynamic crime-fighting costume of Hawkman. Shira in danger. I must hurry. Speeding across Hawk Valley, the Flying Fury picks up a trusted ally. Big Red, follow me, Shira's apartment. Wait, I follow, Master. Moments later, Shira's apartment. Shira gotta put up a good fight. We gotta find her before that madman kills. We try to find clue. Outside. No clues here. They couldn't have driven in any direction. Wait, what's this? Shira's compact. Looks as if she started to write a message to Carter with her lipstick and never got a chance to finish. We'll just have to fly over and look into every car within a mile radius. You go north, Big Red. I'll head south. Wait. After a futile search. Find anything, Big Red? No, I searched everything on wheels, except a wagon going up Old Country Road. A wagon? Of course, what a fool I been. Shira wasn't writing Carter. She meant cart. They hauled her away in a cart. Come on. Lucky the cart tracks are easy to follow. Wait, the trail goes hot. Hidden in a deep valley unknown to the outside world is a truly amazing community. Are you going to the town square, sister? Indeed, yes, I would not miss hearing our Lord Mayor speak. He's such a good man. Meet the Lord Mayor, the good man. And so, brethren, be humble, be kind, continue to avoid any contact with all the world outside, wicked outside world, until it is rid of all the evil descendants of Judge Sanders. So they're like, what do they call the religion again? I can't remember the name of the Amish. Yeah, they're like Amish people, I guess. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but I don't know if Amish people were around back. I think they probably were Amish people, but and when the Purple Pilgrim's speech is finished, I hope you heard my speech, Miss Sanders. You fiendish hypocrite. Who are these people you're deluding? They are simple, aren't they? Would you believe it? They've been living in this valley since 1632, and their costumes and habits haven't changed. I'm the first outsider they've ever seen since their colony was cut off from the world 300 years ago, when I stumbled on them accidentally. I did a little research. The unjust treatment of the Purple Pilgrim had caused their ancestors to cut themselves off from the colonies. Unnatural. I am now a descendant of the Purple Pilgrim. This hideout and their sympathy with my revenge motive makes a very nice business arrangement for me and my boys. Of course, I'll have to condemn you to death. It's all part of the act. Meanwhile, Shira's lipstick. They brought her here all right. I'll begin my search here. The Sanders clan is almost wiped out. It's been very profitable, but now I'll have to dig up some new ideas. These people cooperate best after hearing a good story. Well, that's nice to know. Hawkman, I didn't expect a visit from you. Or is it Miss Sanders who brings you here? Where is she? If any harm has befallen her, not yet, Hawkman, but... Oh! Phew. Wait, Hawkman! See out the window and look how the Purple Pilgrim treats his guests. Nothing is too good for Miss Sanders. This is what they call a docking stool. We let go, she drowns.
Wonder where the boss ever thought this one up.
Nice going, boys. We'll see how. Yes, a Hawkman is a sorcerer sent by the Sanders clan to wipe out Hidden Valley. Convincing, eh? Shortly,
it is said this queer-looking birdman is guilty of wrongdoing, and the Lord Mayor has ordered him burned at the stake.
It's a cruel punishment to mete out to any prisoner. There must be other ways to deal with evildoers.
That is the law, my dear.
Glad you brought Miss Sanders. She is a visitor who won't be staying long. Hawkman! Mr. Purple Pilgrim counts his chickens early. I've been in worse spots than this before. Measuring, calculating, Hawkman brings his foot down on a stick. What luck! Made it the first try. Hawkman gets a cigar. Catching the flaming stick, Hawkman quickly burns his bonds, and as the flames rise higher, concealing him out of view. Well, Miss Sanders, your hero should be well done by now.
Suddenly, look, he's flying out of the flames.
What?
Hawkman! He's too tough for us. Hey, scram out of here. Help! Save me!
Your gang's run out on you, Purple Pilgrim. Come on, son. I got a much better solution from your housing problem than Hidden Valley. It's got nice bars and windows. After rounding up the rest of the gang, people of Hidden Valley, the outside world is not as bad as you think. We have learned a few things about brotherly love since 1632. Perhaps you ought to investigate. Months later, how truly peaceful the valley looks. Yes, and now that the Board of Education has set up modern schools there, it won't be long before these people have become good 20th century citizens. And that's the end of that comic. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.